We got more videos of Sasquatch and a whole YouTube channel, more ghost evidence, and the Pentagon coming out and admitting more UFOs. Keep it tuned. Up next on Suburban Paranormal. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode here of Suburban Paranormal. Of course, I am Dex, and I'm glad y'all can welcome back. As always, real quick, guys, don't forget we are part of the Cinescape Media Network. You can check out that logo up there. I helped design it. Anyway, guys, thanks for always tuning in, and welcome back. We have a few things we can go over, and I got to show you. So I'm looking forward to that. I hope you guys do not mind. I am just getting over being sick. So my throat and my voice, yes, is currently a little bit, yeah, I don't know. But hopefully we'll go ahead. We can get through this. Let's go ahead. We'll jump right over here and bring up the web browser. So first thing is first. A gentleman out in Oregon has a TikTok where he's bringing his videos there. His name's Mike Bodwitz, and he's also got a YouTube. Now, I don't know if anybody has heard this guy, watched this guy, or anything like that yet. I am going to be reaching out to the gentleman and see if we can maybe have him on the show. So if you know him, feel free to reach out and see if you can help get us connected. But this guy has a lot of videos. I'm not going to play the TikTok. With all the TikTok videos, they're always, up and down. And he does have a actual YouTube. So I thought we'd come over here and you can see one of his YouTube videos. And he's got plenty of them. And this is only a little short 30-second clip, but you can see him. We got Bigfoot, we got Sasquatch, we got whatever you want to call him, but he's hiding out right here. And the gentleman's got plenty of views. We can blow this up, I guess, real quick. I zoomed out a little bit, but the videos, he's got plenty of them on his channel. Definitely check out the channel. Oh, excuse me. Like I said, I'm just getting over being sick. So, the videos, he's got a lot of them. And it seems to be a lot of very good footage that I don't want to say, I mean, it's close enough, and it kind of almost seems often enough where I can guarantee there's probably a lot of people that are just going to call this guy fake, whatever you want to say. But, I mean, the guy looks legit. I mean, he's got a couple hundred subscribers now, and I hope we get some more footage from the guy. Like I said, I'd love to have him on the show and give a quick interview for him to, tell us the things, because it with him getting such constant interaction with these, with a Sasquatch or Bigfoot or whatever, I find that fascinating. And I mean, if I can get to Oregon, I'd love to go try hunting some Bigfoot with this guy. But going to Oregon's gonna take a little bit of convincing. If I can get my wife and family to come, they're probably not gonna come Sasquatch hunting with me, but it might take a little bit to get them to come out there. But that's pretty much what I got for cryptozoology stuff today. Yep, that's what I got for the cryptozoology. I thought I had something else for a second. But up next, I got a ghost video here. I don't know. This was caught on a I guess it's like a CCTV camera. It's from a bar in England, and they say it's two glowing orbs. And I've been trying to figure out if I could see what else this could be. Now, if you're watching on YouTube, like you guys should be, you can see what we're looking at here. It's these two green kind of balls floating around, and the only thing that's it's interesting and weird to me at the same time. It's a very short clip, and we'll play it one more time here. But what's kind of odd to me, YouTube's having a hissy fit, is it's two very green glowing objects that are very close to each other, and they kind of hover around. The thing is, though, I can't come up with another explanation as to what would cause that. So I'm curious what you guys may think of that. Like what actual natural occurrence could it be? I was trying to think of like an animal, a bat, a bird, but it's just the way it kind of hovers and moves around. It's definitely interesting. Now, this place is known to apparently be haunted. It has a reputation for being haunted. There's plenty of other reportings from employees and things like that over the year. It says right here in the article. So I can undersee where they're jumping to the, paranormal aspect here. And I can't find myself personally what else could that be unless somebody was holding something and they're moving it around that has a reflector on it. But I mean, because you can kind of see something around it, but it's not really a solid object. So that one, I'm really, it's an interesting bit of evidence, bit of footage here. So I'm curious what, if anybody's seen this, or what, you guys watching it now with me on YouTube, what you guys think about that. Yeah, so I haven't found any kind of real explanation for this one, but I mean, it's definitely an interesting. So I'm curious if anybody else has tried to debunk this. If not, I mean, it's a very, very interesting video. Simply because, like I said, I've never seen. I wouldn't even call this orbs. I mean, you're just literally seeing some kind of anomalies just very, very close to each other and just kind of floating together like that. So it's definitely an interesting piece of footage. So we'll go ahead and move along, because why not? UFOs. I mean, UFOs right now are just everywhere, like we always say. This was an interesting one. So we're getting, as always, and we can kind of skip through a lot of this, I guess. I mean, we got more whistleblowers from ATIP. Luis Elizondo, the guy that ran it, he left because of what's going on. I know the deadline, as mentioned here, is actually coming up June 1st. So, of course, we're going to... I think I might actually do a special on that one, which, speaking of specials, we'll get back to that in a minute. June 1st, I will sit and I will read the entire thing. I will do a synopsis or whatever you want to call it, and we'll do a small special just on that report. I don't have high hopes, being it's the government, of how much is going to be redacted and things like that, but I do want to remain somewhat hopeful that we do get some information. So we'll see. Again, it's the government. I mean, we're still waiting on, who is it? The UK. One of those, I forget which country it is now. I keep checking. And we're supposed to have it's the UK. We're supposed to have the .gov.uk site with their X-Files and nothing. Like, I haven't heard a single thing about that since the one time it got mentioned. Unless somebody else has seen that and can send me that link, I would love to see it. But I'm going to search again after I'm done this video. But I have not seen that at all. This next piece here, I don't know how I feel about it, and it's another thing that I'm gonna post this on the Facebook, and I'm kind of curious what you guys think about this. Demi Lovato is gonna host a UFO series. They're saying it's unscripted. It's supposed to focus on UFOs. She actually is one, we did cover this actually too, where she mentioned she was with Stephen Greer. Now, we've talked about Greer a little bit before, and we've talked about his program or whatever that is supposed to help get those connections. Like I said, I'm still debating if I want to actually get the program and maybe do a thing on it. So, like I said, we'll see. That may happen, but I'm kind of curious. One thing that I hope that doesn't happen is if we get celebrities like this that try and overly... I don't even know how to even... Like, they try to overdo it in a sense where it doesn't bring a good light to the whole subject. Now, granted, the UFO subject's coming up more and more, and it's more a part of everybody's everyday lives at this point. And I hope by her doing this show, and then if we get more people coming out, like things like that, I don't know. Really interesting. I'll give it a watch. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing. I mean, it could be a good thing. I'm not going to discount saying that a celebrity doing a show is going to automatically do that. I'm not going to say that. I mean, there's nothing is ever 100% sure in this world. Some people might tell you that, but you know, I'm really curious how it's gonna be. I'm not too curious, or I'm not too hopeful, I guess is the word. But nope, this was not the one. So the next one, another person has come out, former U.S. Navy pilot, and how common UFO sightings actually are, especially off the East Coast. I'm on the East Coast. I wish I saw more. I haven't seen any. But they were talking about, it looks like Southeast Virginia Beach for 2 years, from 2015 to obviously 2017. And they're so commonplace. And then he has shown... he's been shown videos, and he's surprised that there's not more commonplace for it. So, kind of to play off of this, like he said, he's interested, as it does mention the report in this small article as well. I don't know if anybody's actually reading the full thing that's up here. I'm just kind of paraphrasing most of it. He is definitely interested, and hopefully that report on June 1st has a bunch of stuff in there. So again, we're gonna cover that. So lastly, we did get this one happened like 2 days ago. Pentagon has confirmed that this video is real, and if I'm not mistaken, our man Corbell is the one that had leaked it. And we'll go ahead and we'll give this a quick play. YouTube, stop trying to tell me I'm copyright infringing on something, because I'm not. If this will... Here, we'll load this up in this one so everybody can see. But this is a very, very interesting video. So for those of you, again, that are listening and have yet to subscribe to the YouTube, which you should, there is literally a black spherical object that has gone back and forth a couple times. Now, that could have been just the camera itself while they were trying to lock in on it. But you can see that it kind of gets closer and closer to the water, and then it just kind of vanishes in the water. I think that happens here in a second. And there you go. And you can hear the excitement from the guys that are watching the video. It splashed down in, again, the Pentagon has come out and stated that this is a real video. There is a 100% authentic. So it's definitely interesting. I mean, what are you going to debunk? It's a legit UFO that just goes into the water. Why it's going into the water, I'm kind of curious about. I mean, maybe they're going to the lost city of Atlantis. Who knows? But one thing a lot of these military videos, we always seem to find that they're kind of hovering, or not hovering, that they're over top of the water. I believe Tic Tac, like that was over water, and I think the gentleman even mentioned that like it went underwater, like it wasn't just. I mean, it flew around, but I want to say at one point they even mentioned it had gone underwater. So the water, water is another one of those things, along with like nuclear sites, is always interesting for these phenomena. What that's about, I don't know. Maybe our June 1st article is going to tell us. Who knows? But I mean, I found it definitely interesting, per se. So that's what I got here for the news. So we'll go ahead and we'll switch back up here. So yeah, that's what we got for the news. I realized the past two I actually haven't done a paranormal dad joke. And I apologize. I don't actually have another one today. Again, being sick and just I wanted to get out the next episode to you guys, because I did want to also bring up something as well. So I promise next week I'll bring you back too, and play a little catch up here. But as far as if anybody's been watching, we'll recap some of the recent Ghost Nation and Kindred Spirits episodes. I haven't been watching any of the other ones. Kindred Spirits, I'm afraid, is moving towards. They're starting to seem a little like they're trying to outdo themselves on every episode, and then the fact that Chip's at home and he seems to be trying a little too hard. And I mean, maybe they're not, but the way the production is going, it's starting to do that. And I know I've mentioned many of times before that I can't stand when they're trying to do way too much or trying to overproduce it. It's like, can we please just stop that? Because all that's doing is bringing a negative light to what's already considered to be a joke topic. So it annoys me because I've always liked Adam and Amy, especially when they were on, the original Ghost Hunters. I do like those. I do like them. So I hope. I kind of hope I'm not the only person that feels this, and I kind of hope that sentiment gets over to them so that we can. I don't know. We can hopefully have that stop, and because that's kind of another thing that I fear with Demi Lovato doing her show. But anyway, but also our other UFO show is back. I have watched the first episode. Very glad it's back. They have jumped in on jumped right back in to where they were. They had found a very interesting sinkhole, where they. What did they do? Oh, they're trying to find where the water's going, and they haven't found it on the property. But I'm glad the show's back. Obviously, we're talking about unidentified. I just realized I I'm sitting here talking about it and not not even naming the show. So definitely, guys, get back on the Unidentified. It's as good as the first season. I hope they don't try and overdo it. I hope they stick with one of the things that I did enjoy the first time was how well they stuck to just being scientists and doing things the way they did it. I wish I had a further insight or a further way to get the data that they're seeing, just so I can. I like seeing the raw, unedited stuff, and I'm sure a lot of people that are into this probably feel the same way. Like, let us see it. Let us draw the conclusions. I mean, you might miss something. We'll see, you know? So maybe it happens, maybe it doesn't. But I definitely did find it interesting. Of course, we're going to continue to try and campaign to Mr. Elon Musk that if that he should help us get some better equipment to people that are seeing UFOs, because again, these videos come out and they're just. Lastly, I did touch on it a minute ago. The number station video. I was trying to finish it, and I was realizing, like, as I'm going along, as cool as number stations are, I wasn't really finding anything paranormal connection wise to it. And even when I was trying to search like number stations and UFOs, I wasn't getting anything. And I thought there would be more of a paranormal connection. So while I enjoyed researching number stations and the interesting stuff about that, I mean, if you've noticed in the background, sometimes of the videos right over here, I have a radio that picks up frequencies and all sorts of bands. I have, I am an amateur ham radio operator, only a technician at the moment, but working up. So the I think the first special that's gonna happen is gonna be on June 1st. Well, after June 1st, when that report comes out, we'll go ahead and actually put it together, because it's gonna be related to the actual, paranormal that we cover here. So I apologize. I know I was trying to get that video done, and I realized it really had nothing to do with the paranormal. So unfortunately, that video just won't come. Maybe I'll release it some other time with what I found, if anybody actually still is interested in it. But like I said, when I realized it's not anything paranormal related, I just kind of kicked it off. So guys, anyway, as always, I appreciate you for subscribing. I appreciate you for those that are subscribed to YouTube. I know a lot of you guys are listening. A lot of you guys are actually coming from Amazon, according to our my statistics here that I can see. And one of the things, actually, it happened the other day, is we did pass 20,000 downloads. We're actually, I'm sorry, 21,257 downloads. So guys, I like, from the bottom of my heart, I greatly appreciate. I never ever thought I'd reach a point where that many people are downloading and watching the video. I remember first putting this show out, and it would take months to hit like 100 on like one episode. And then now I put out an episode, and within so the last episode I put out on the 1st of this month. It is today the 17th, and there's 625 downloads. So to see that kind of growth, to see that many people tuning in, guys, I greatly appreciate it. If you could, like I said, jump over to YouTube. All the stuff that we talk about, you can see with us and discuss. And I do hope to have some guests very soon here. I started emailing a few people. I'm testing my setup now to make sure that it'll come through correctly. And then once I do that, hopefully starting mid next month, we'll have our first guest. So again, guys, thanks. Check out, any of the social medias above. Click the subscribe button. And guys, I'll see you on the next one. I just realized, no, we're good. I'll see you on the next one.